I've filmed this intro like 6 times and I just can't talk. I can't be normal. So we're just gonna try it again and see what happens. Maybe I'll use this one, maybe I won't. Okay, I'm gonna be serious. I can't. Okay, my name is Jasmine. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please, with cherries on top, hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment down below, just say hi and introduce yourself. I'm really trying to build up my channel. I have so much fun making these videos and I really want to keep doing it. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway, but I have to hit 50 subscribers. We are halfway there. So I'm really hoping that this video will just get us there and I can do some goodies and give some people some stuff. So definitely hit the subscribe button. I'll give more details on that in a little while. But for right now, you're probably like, girl, what is happening on your desk right now? Why has the nail supply store just exploded on your desk? Well, I have seen a ton of people that really either want to start doing their own nails or they want to get into the nail industry, which I think is great. So I wanted to just make a video on, I guess, my idea of what everybody, or just anybody, really should have to start out in the nail business and doing their own nails, whatever the case may be, however you want to do it. So I have a whole list of all of the stuff that I think you should have to start, and I'm just gonna go down the list and show you guys everything. And yeah, so let's get into it. My first thing that I have is you're definitely going to want Barbicide and a Barbicide container. So Barbicide is the blue liquid in the jar, if you don't know, and then the glass jar is just the container. So this is just to clean and disinfect any of your non-porous items. So any of your metal implements, your drill bits, stuff like that. You have to wash those after every client. So you definitely need to have your Barbicide and your Barbicide container. You don't necessarily have to get this big glass heavy jar. Anything that can hold liquid, you can put it in. Next thing is cuticle nippers. I don't know if you can see that. Cuticle nippers and a cuticle pusher. You can pretty much get these anywhere. Amazon, the drugstore, wherever, nail supply stores, Sally's. I recommend if you're doing somebody else's nails, always start with at least 2 sets of each of these, just so that, when one set is dirty because you just did a client and they're being washed in the Barbicide, you can take from your backup set, use that one on your next client, and then just be flip-flopping them for every client. So definitely need a cuticle pusher and nail nippers, 2 sets. I'm just gonna put everything on the floor. Clean it up later, yay. Next I have a nail file for natural nails and nail files for acrylics. So the way, if you don't know, nail files work is that they are given a number which is called the grit of the nail file, and that is based on how rough or how smooth the nail file is. And it's kind of backwards, in my opinion. The lower the number, the harder the nail file is. So the higher it is, the smoother and softer. So usually for a nail file, like 180 and up, 200, 220, whatever, those are good for your natural nail. Anything below 180, so I believe they go down to like 150, 180, they go down. That's going to be a more coarse and aggressive file, and that's going to be for your acrylic nails. So you're definitely going to want files for both of those. A a lot of them come in two different, I'm too far away, but a lot of them come in two different grits. So this is a 100 grit on one side and a 180 on the other side. So for that, I can use that on, you know, the rougher side for the acrylic and then the smoother side for the natural nail. And you're going on the floor too. Next, we're going to do, you need to decide if you are going to do, if you're going to do acrylics or any kind of enhancement, whether you want to use nail tips or nail forms. So you definitely need to get one or the other if you're going to be extending the nail. I personally think that you should be proficient in both. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Let me hold it in. Okay, I think it's gone, but it'll come back. I think that you should be proficient in both. You don't know what a client is going to walk in with, what their natural nail is going to look like. They might not have enough of a nail bed for one or the other. So I always keep both. I prefer to use tips. They're a little bit faster, but I am proficient in the form if I need to. And each client is different. Some clients will say, I only like tips or I only like forms. And that's fine with me. I can do both. So pick which one you want to do, but still practice in the other as well, basically. If you are going to do tips, you are going to need some glue for the tips. This comes in little sticks like this. I'm sure everybody's seen them. Take the top off, put it on. It also comes in a brush-on form, which basically just looks like a tiny little nail polish bottle. And it has a little brush in there, and you can brush it on either the natural nail or on the tip and then put them on. Personal preference, whichever one you want to use. Where is it? All my stuff is just hidden. Next is going to be primer and dehydrator. So this is just before you put on your enhancement. So whether it's acrylic or a hard gel, you're gonna wanna put both of these on the natural nail, and the dehydrator just gets rid of any of the oils that you have on your hands and nails just from your natural body has them. So that just gets rid of your natural oils, and then the primer just helps the product adhere and bond onto your nail so that you're gonna have less chances of any lifting or cracking of the nail. Those ones I set down gently because they're glass. Monomer liquid, and this is just the purple smelly liquid that you dip your brush into before you dip it into the acrylic powder. Which brings me to the acrylic powder. So I have a few different kinds out here. I think that Mia Secret is a great brand for, the product is really good and the price is pretty well price pointed. I don't know. All right. It has a pretty good price point and the product works well. So this is a good one to start if you are a beginner. And everybody's different, but for me, these are the colors that I think you should have. Excuse me. So always start with a clear acrylic. That is going to be the most important one. So I always get this in a bigger jar. This is one of the smaller ones. My other one is out right now. So always have clear. And then you're going to also want a pink, like a natural pink. I didn't take out a pure white, but like a bright white in case anybody wants the pink and white French. But also I have a milky white because everybody's loving the ombre. So this is really good to help kind of blend that out because it's not such a harsh, bright white. It's a little bit softer, so that's a good one to have as well. And then you have your color, your cover colors. So Mia Secret has this little set that I've been using for a while, and the colors are really pretty. So Cover Beige, Cover Pink, and Cover Rose. So those ones are really nice, and you can get some really, really beautiful ombres with these and the milky white. Awesome. So those are the colors that I think you should start out with. As far as actually having, you know, like the really pigmented acrylics, if you have the money and you want to spend it and you want to play with them, go for it. I know that, you know, the acrylic designing is really popular right now, so that's always great to have, but these are your core colors that, you know, you pretty much just, you have to have these ones. Next is going to be an e-file, and everybody's kind of iffy on these when they first start out because you don't want to hurt yourself, you don't want to hurt your client. I get it. This is going to save you so much time, and if you're doing this professionally, so much money because you can be a lot faster. So learn your e-file, take classes, watch videos, whatever you need to do. Learn how to use one, and also invest in a good one. This is a Melody Susie. I got this on Amazon. I want to say it was like $50. And it's decent. It's good for a beginner. My normal one that I work with is at my salon. This is just for at home, my personal use. I don't need a $400 drill for myself, so I got this just to keep home with me. That way I didn't have to travel back and forth with mine from work. But for a beginner, Melody Susie, great price, and it works really well. So that brings me to drill bits. It's my little case for my drill bits. What do I have? So my recommended drill bits are going to be a cuticle clean bit. You're not gonna be able to see this. Hold on, let me put my 5. Okay, can we see that? I don't know. It looks like a tiny little football, honestly. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like a tiny little football. That is a cuticle clean bit. So that is going to help so much on cutting down any lifting that you might be having. A lot of times if you're getting lifting, it's because the cuticle is not fully removed, so that's gonna help. Also, you're gonna want some sort of takedown bit. So this one is my safety bit, and it's a coarse grit, so if I need to remove product, I can use this one. And then also, I wanna say this is called the tornado bit, but I could be wrong. I don't know the names, I just know how I use them. This one also is really good for taking down product. And then you also need your sanding bands and a mandrel. That's what this is called. It's called a mandrel, and this is what the sanding bands go on. I can't get the top off. I'm on the struggle bus today. I shouldn't be filming right now. I'm gonna scrap this whole video later. Okay. Take your little sanding band, take your mandrel, and they just pop right on there. So this is also really good for getting around the cuticle on the natural nail, and then also just going over the natural nail itself to remove the shine from it. So definitely need a mandrel and your sanding bands. And also pay attention to what grit your sanding bands are, because those are the same as hand files, where they come in coarse, medium, and fine. Fine, absolutely okay to use on the natural nail. Medium, still okay, but you want to be a little bit more careful with it. I don't recommend using a coarse sanding band on the natural nail. You don't want something that's going to be too rough and damage it. So, where are we? Okay, ooh, good one. Acrylic brush. There are so many different kinds, different brands, different sizes of acrylic brushes. Try them. Try as many as you can and just learn what you like and what works for you. If you are a beginner, I see so many people using like a size 16 acrylic brush, and I'm like, that's so big. For me, personally, that's such a big brush for me. I started with, what is this? An Easy Flow Grand Artist Oval number 8 brush. This is the one that they gave us in school. And I've repurchased these like 6 times because they just work really well. They hold their shape. I don't tend to get acrylic stuck in them very often. And I like that it's smaller. It gives me more control over what I'm doing. So just for me personally, I wouldn't recommend starting with like a size 12. Try an 8, try a 10, see which one you like. And then as you get better, you can always move up to a bigger brush. I actually just got my first Alpha brush today. I'm really excited to play with this one because this is like the best brush, okay? Everybody raves about this one, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna play with this one after this video. And that's a number 10, so that, I'll show you the difference. What is this one? Oh, that's a number 8. Okay. So this one is a number 8 and this one is a number 10, just so you can see the difference in the sizing. And they're both oval, but this one is just a lot fuller and a lot bigger. So you can pick up more monomer liquid, which means you can pick up a bigger acrylic bead, which is good. But if you're learning and you're just starting out, try a little bit less product first, which means a smaller brush. Excuse me. Block buffers are awesome. Definitely want to get a pack or 2 of those. And those are single use. I think they do have some that can be disinfected, but most of them are single use and you have to throw them out after one client. You can cut them. So like this one is a white block buffer that I just cut in half. I used an X-Acto knife. You can cut them and then you get, 2 clients for 1 buffing block. Saves you some money. Top coat for acrylic, and most people just go with a gel polish top coat because it's really shiny. It's gonna last the whole time. So that's a good one to have. I also love. This is the Extreme Glaze Sealer. It's a permanent sealer, quick dry, high gloss, it says. And this is from the company Back Scratchers. So this is what the jar looks like, and there's no like brush or anything in it, so I just filled it into an empty polish bottle. This is not a gel polish. It doesn't have to be used in a light to dry. Put it on real quick, let it dry for like 2 or 3 minutes, put a second coat on, let that dry again for 2 or 3 minutes, and they're ready to go. And I'm telling you, their nails are going to be just as shiny when they come back to you in 2 to 3 weeks as they were when they walked out the door. This stuff is awesome. I love it. It's a little on the pricey side, but it's really, really good. Nail brushes for cleaning the nails. So I have different types. So this is the most common, just the little handle. They're like 80 cents at your local supply store, sometimes $1. This is the most common one. Just when you've got that dirt and dust and whatever, you just, wipe it off with the nail brush. This one, little fluffy makeup brush. A lot of people use something like this when they're doing dip powders to brush off that extra dip powder. And then these ones are really fun too. I see people just like hook them on their fingers. I never knew to like do that. When you're like still working, just like push it on and keep going. But for me, I always just put them in my fingers. That looked really weird. And then just brush off the client's nails. So always have a couple of these handy. Hand towels, these are also important. It just looks a lot better, and it, I guess, protects your manicure desk. I always have a towel on my desk at work when I have a client out. Always have something on there. And then I have paper towel laid out on top of the towel to reduce any like staining or anything like that if I get polish spilling. So that's a towel, in case you didn't know what towels looked like. It's been a day. Okay, and then paper towels. I mean, they're universal. You can use them for whatever you want, but cleaning off my desk, always use one of these with some disinfectant spray. And then also for acrylic application, these are awesome. And then like the normal ones, lotion, where did it go? Cuticle oil. These are two that I do for every client after a service, and I can't tell you how many people have said like, oh, you're using cuticle oil? Nobody's ever done that. What? Of course I'm gonna give you cuticle oil. I just spent the last half hour putting alcohol and acetone and whatever else on your hands and drying you out. Yeah, you're gonna get some lotion and some cuticle oil. So those are important to have. And then that brings me back to, you're gonna need some acetone, and you're gonna need some, I wanna say isopropyl alcohol. I believe this is like 92% or something like that. So those are always important to have. And these come in like really big, like gallon jugs. So I just have little containers to put them in. Just makes it easier to work with. If you are new, just starting out, grab yourself a mannequin hand. I don't care what kind of mannequin hand, whatever your budget can allow, get some sort of practice hand and practice. If you have friends and family that will let you practice on them, that's great too, but you're not gonna have them every single day. So get a mannequin hand, make sure you're practicing. Cotton balls. I mean, self-explanatory, it's cotton. These, I really just use these when I'm soaking off, whether it's a gel polish or a nail enhancement. I just use these to soak everything off. So you have to have those. Next up is going to be gloves, and I don't know if you can see, my face mask is hanging up here. Gloves and a face mask, especially with everything going on right now. Protect yourself, protect your clients. I don't know, I can't really say anything other than that. Just keep gloves and a face mask on. Even before all of this started, I prefer to use a mask when I'm doing acrylics, just because I don't want to be breathing in all of the dust and filings. Where did it go? Which then leads into a dust collector. These are fantastic to have. However, unless you're getting a Valentino, like $400 dust collector, they don't work as much as you want them to. They still collect some of it, but it's not gonna get every single piece, I guess. But a dust collector is worth the money, but keep a mask on as well, because it's not gonna collect everything. Lint-free wipes, and for that, I actually just buy this giant roll. I think this is 4Pro is the brand, and I just got it off of Amazon. This is what's called like the waxing strips. And then I get this giant roll for like $12. And then I just take it and I cut it into smaller pieces. So those are my little lint-free wipes. I get a lot more for my money doing it this way than buying the like specifically for nail lint wipes. Lint-free wipes. We don't want lint wipes. What else? Dappen Dish. Dappen. Dappen. I always have to like visualize it so that I say it correctly. Pretty much any glass jar is going to work for you. So I love just this little flat one. I have like 6 of these for an old project that I was doing, but so I love these. These work great. And these are just, what are they called? They're like condiment trays for like cooking. People put like, I don't know, salt in one and pepper in the other and all of their different like spices and condiments as they're cooking. So I got a pack of like 6 or 12, I don't remember, on Amazon. So, and then this is literally just a tea light candle holder. I don't know. It's just a really cute little tea light holder, and it was like $4, so I bought it, and I use it as a Dappen dish. So get creative. Let's see, your desk. If you are going into a salon, excuse me, if you're going into a salon and you're doing booth rental, most salons will already have the desk for you. Obviously, if you're doing them on yourself, or just doing an at-home business, you're gonna need to get a manicure table. You can get cheap tables. Okay, it's doing whatever it wants today. I'm gonna put it up. It's gonna bother me. You can get cheap manicure tables. Just like Walmart online will probably have, maybe not specifically a nail desk, but they'll have something that you can use as a nail desk. This one I got off of Amazon like probably 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was only $150. It's not, the most amazing desk, but it works for me at home. Nobody else sees it other than me and now my YouTube family. So it works just fine. It came from China and it took like a month and a half to 2 months to get here, but it works. So don't go out and, buy a $1,000 nail desk. Get something cheap just to start off. And as you build, every client that you take, if you really want a new desk, you don't like the one that you have, you just got the bare minimum. Every client that you have, put aside $10 or $20 and build up your savings that way to get the desk that you want. But you're gonna need a desk light. Mine is over here. Again, just a cheap little light. This is like a computer desk light. I ordered one of like the really slim ones that go all the way across. It's in the mail, so. But that one I've had for 3 years, works perfectly fine. I just might need to get it a little closer to me if I can't see what I'm doing, if it's late at night. What else? If you are going to be doing gel polish, you're gonna need a UV LED light. This one is just off of Amazon. It's like $50. Works great. Haven't had any problems with it. I kind of went out of order a little bit, so let's see. Okay, so optional things are gel polish. I personally love Madam Glam. But everybody's different. I know there's a ton of different gel polish lines that are on Amazon now that are a bit cheaper, and I've heard really good things about them. Start slow. I have always told people that asked well, what colors should I get? How many should I have? And I ask them, well, what season are we in? You're gonna buy right now? Okay, well, we're into summer, so buy summer colors. Buy 2 or 3 pinks. Buy, 1 or 2 oranges and reds and blues. The summer feeling colors, that's what people are gonna want right now. And then with every client, again, set aside a little bit of money so then you can look into, okay, well, what's next? We're gonna come into, excuse me, we're gonna come into fall. I'm losing my voice because I'm talking too much. We're gonna come into fall soon, so then your next set will start to be fall colors because that's what people are gonna want. And then you're gonna want, Christmas tones and winter and all that. And build up that way based off of each season that you're in or that you're coming up to. Also optional, glitter and rhinestones, nail art brushes, anything like that. It's super popular right now to have a ton of nail art. So if you can learn it and do it well, absolutely go for it. But it's an extra expense. That's why I said it's optional. You don't have to have it and you don't have to offer it right away. Tip cutters for the tips if you are going to be doing acrylics and using tips. So you've got a couple different options. You have tip cutters like this, and you just put the tip in, not when acrylic is on there, but put the tip in and you squeeze it and you cut it however long or short the client wants it. You can also grab just a pair of little scissors at your local supply store and you can cut the tip with these. Or, where are they? You can also just get toenail clippers, but you want to make sure that they are the straight edge. Did my phone just move? It might be falling. Wouldn't that be funny if the whole phone just fell right now? It would make this video. Okay, so these ones are the straight edge instead of having like the little curve in there. These ones are better for cutting your tips so that you know that you're getting a straight line. What else? Do I have anything? Oh, last but not least, I think this is last. Yeah. Lastly, a water bottle. This sounds weird, but especially if you're in a salon and you're busy, keep a water bottle next to you because you are, before you realize it, the whole day is gone and you haven't gotten up once to get anything to eat, anything to drink. And before I started keeping this next to me, I realized that my water intake went down so fast because I was just so busy that I never got up from my desk to go get something to eat, something to drink, go to, have a bathroom break. I just didn't have the time to do it. So I started keeping this on my desk next to me. Best decision I've ever made. Well, maybe not ever, but it was a good decision. This particular one I actually just got, and my sister-in-law made this for me. It's just got my YouTube channel name on it. How cute. I love it. Thank you so much. I will link her page down below, so if anybody wants anything, she can absolutely make it and ship it. If you're in our area, then, you can come pick it up, whatever. But yeah, super cute. I love this, and always keep water next to you. So I think that's it for all of my giant list of things. If I forgot anything, comment down below, let me know. I kind of put it together kind of quickly, so I hope I grabbed everything. But also for my giveaway, so I'm going back and forth on how I want to do it. So I know that my goal is to hit 50 subscribers and then I'm going to do a giveaway. Again, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, like everything. So I want to just do, I don't know how I want to do it. So rules are going to be I have to hit 50 subscribers from this video. So hit the subscribe button. How many times can I say it? You have to be subscribed to my channel, and you have to leave a comment down below. Literally can just say hi. But you have to comment down below, and you have to be subscribed to my channel to be eligible to win. And I will be checking. Okay, I'll be checking. So prizes, I have 2 options, and this is just based on who wins is going to have the option. I think I'm going to do 2 winners. 2. And you're going to have the choice. I will either send you an Amazon gift card, or if you are a nail tech or an aspiring nail tech, or you just want to do your own and have some fun and play around, then I can take the amount of money that I was going to spend on the gift card and use that for nail products. And the person that wins, or the 2 people that win, will have the choice, and they will be able to say which one they want. So definitely subscribe to the channel right now before you click off of this video. Subscribe, and then go comment down below so that you will be entered to win. I think that's it. I'm so excited. I keep saying because I have nothing else to say. But okay, that's it. I'm gonna get off of here. This video has been long enough. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below so that you are entered into the giveaway. Have a great day, guys. I hope this video was helpful for at least one person. All right, have a great day. See ya.